it's one of the reasons why people are looking to peptides because, like, for instance, you have what are called secretagogues. Sounds like synagogue, but secretagogue, which is basically a hormone-stimulating hormone. So growth hormone, as we know, various people use, aids in it. Growth hormone really causes metabolism and repair. That's really what it controls. Makes organs grow, but it also increases metabolism, burns fat, et cetera. You heal faster. But there's growth hormone releasing hormone, and those go under the names like ipamorelin, tesamorelin, things of that sort. And now there are a lot of people who are taking those peptides in order to stimulate their more growth hormone as opposed to taking growth hormone directly. So now there's this whole class of peptides that are not hormones per se, but that they stimulate more hormones.
Are those effective?
Well, they absolutely work.
Whoa, the way you said that's scary.
Yeah,
Wasn't it scary?
They absolutely work. Things like tesamorelin, ipamorelin, absolutely. They'll cause you to release more growth hormone. You burn fat, you recover quicker, you all the stuff. This year's Olympics, you're going to see some amazing record breaking in people that are not taking the banned substances.
Because they can take that stuff?
Because they can take certain peptides. Because every time something's on a banned substance list, all you have to do is get right outside the list and take something that is chemically similar enough. They don't ban pathways, they ban particular molecules. So you can't take clenbuterol, you can't test, you can't take DECA, you can't do all that. But people will take hormone-stimulating hormones.
You could take this ipamorelin stuff and compete in the Olympics?
I don't know if it's on the USADA list, but I mean, let's just say there is lots and lots of peptide use in order to get into these pathways.
So there's some stuff that is effective that is not on the list because they haven't discovered it yet?
Yeah,
or they haven't banned it yet?
Right, and things like sermorelin, which is another growth hormone secreting peptide, these, there are 10 or 20 of these things that can promote the release of these different hormones. And so the peptides are an area that is considered gray market. They're not illegal. They're not legal. They're not prescribed by doctors, except sermorelin is actually prescribed by MDs for growth hormone deficiency. And it actually was a popular diet a few years ago where people were given sermorelin and told to go on very low-calorie diets. And because of the way growth hormone can preserve muscle and kill appetite, people were losing weight. And so in Hollywood, peptides are really big because they, unlike steroids, unlike hormones, peptides don't scare the category of people in Hollywood who don't want to put on muscle. Let's just say it's big with the ladies. They're big because it keeps your appetite down, you burn fat. But some of those people I've spoken to, and they've said they're getting joint pain. Well, if you take growth hormone secreting peptides, you're going to start making more collagen. Your skin will look more youthful, but you'll also start building more cartilage in your wrists. And, the skeleton has to contend with that. And so everything grows.
What if you have cartilage problems, like with your knees? Would that help heal them?
It likely would.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh. What about meniscus? Because meniscus is a real issue. Like meniscus tears, one of the problems with it is there's not a lot of blood supply.
Right. So Danny, those guys, I don't know where how to find the videos. I don't know if they're still up there. Maybe they were in the stories. But when they would go in for meniscus tears, they're going to burr away a lot of the bone and other hard scar tissue that's in there. And they're putting stem cells in there from what I could see in these videos. And then they're also going to locally treat it with some of these peptides like GP157 and other things like that. So you're creating an environment of well-being and health and mobility for a joint that's battered.
What they do at Ways to Well is they combine stem cells with BPC157 as well. So that's a common thing.
Yeah. And so when you say, do these things work, they absolutely work. What are the risks? Well, you're tickling cells in the pituitary to secrete more hormone. So you're going to get some balancing out of other hormones. If guys want to run out and just increase growth hormone, you'll increase testosterone and you'll also increase estrogen in parallel. So people have different sensitivities. And so this is why it's an experimental science. And this is why most MDs are not going to prescribe any of this stuff because an individual has to really be able to think intelligently and they have to understand their system. It's clear your system. You know when you're feeling good and you know when you're not feeling good. But when you see all these crazy videos on the web of guys getting ridiculous gyno and like tanning to the point where they look like a different human being, it's because people just have this more is better mentality.